This is, if you take the essence of the commercialized Christmas season and you put it up in a liquid and put it in a bottle and stick a bow on it, it's this guy right here.
And the bow's red.
And the bow's red, bright red.
The reddest of bows.
And it's put under a pine tree. Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
And welcome to our head-to-head matchups, where we randomly select one of these unknown pairs from our sample pool and taste them totally double-blind so that you get the most honest opinions possible. With that said, let's go ahead and run our randomizer, see which pair we're tasting today.
9.
Well, there's 9 in the front row, and this is the last one in the front row. We will get those poured and clean this up, and we will be right back with our first impressions on both of those glasses. All right, no dilly-dallying. Let's get right into the nose on glass 1.
Ooh, this smells like sweet maple syrup.
Yeah, this is very, very sweet on the nose.
Yeah, very.
I'm not sure if it's too sweet or not. It smells really good.
It smells good. It smells like maple syrup around Christmas time. There's a little bit of like Christmas spices.
Yeah, like you walked into a kitchen around Christmas, there's some things going on. What's that stuff that people do? They do it on the stove to make the house smell good. They put like oranges and
it might be
various
wassail.
stuff. Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this smells like, except somebody also put some maple syrup in there.
Yeah.
Let's get into the palate.
Whoa! This tastes like Christmas. I love this. I want it to be Christmas right now. I hope this video is going up.
Yeah, I wonder when
this
video is coming out. We batch filmed, so this is, who knows when this is coming out, but it's probably around the holidays. This is very holiday-esque.
It is wild.
Very sweet.
It is very
sweet. It is extremely sweet. If you don't like very sweet stuff, if you don't like very sweet stuff, I said that the right way.
Yeah, you did.
Then you probably won't like this. However,
or you might like it a little bit. Like I would go for this in small doses around the holidays.
Yeah.
I'd be all over this. Whatever this is, I want it specifically in December and only in December.
Yeah. Let's take another sip and see what's up.
What? I've had this flavor before. Maybe it's just a holiday flavor.
Yeah, it's very holiday spices. There is a little bit of that citrusy note. Mm-hmm. There's like a little bit of that maple syrup, or not a little bit, a lot of that maple syrup. It's a lot of that.
It's very sweet, but the heat is building. So I wonder if this is a decent proof point. I think maybe it's slightly above 100. Proof.
Okay.
That's my guess.
It drinks about like that. It's got enough oomph to have some flavor.
There's a lot of flavor.
It's not blowing us away with proof, though. It doesn't drink like it's in the 110s or 120s.
No, but it builds. And I have noticed that sometimes things that are over 100 proof, but maybe less than the 110s, it builds. And I can appreciate that a lot. Yeah.
I will say, at least on first blush, the body on this might be a little thin for it drinks with the flavor and the proof point like we're talking about, but the body is very approachable. It's not heavy, it's not
super thick.
It's not attacking your palate.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's like this, for lack of better words, smooth experience for what you're getting. It's
texture-wise, it's smooth.
Right.
It's got a lot of flavor, so it is not smooth in that way. It's pretty flavorful.
Right. But it's in experience-wise, it's relatively smooth. And the finish does linger around, but it doesn't grip you.
Yeah.
This is more, and it's not overly complicated either. It's kind of sweet, and it's got that spice element to it. Not a spicy pour, but has that spice element to it. Those Christmas spices. It's a really enjoyable pour. Can't wait to see how glass 2 measures up. Let's get into the nose.
Very different.
Very, very different.
Night
not
and
as
day
sweet.
Different. Not as sweet.
Not
even
close.
This is going to be comparing apples and oranges to me, even though it's whiskey.
Yeah. We never know what we're drinking. Who knows why we put this matchup in? We'll find out later once we see what they are. Yeah. But this is nowhere near as sweet. If you like sweet whiskey, well, we haven't even gotten on a palate yet, but noses, this is a different ballgame.
This is clinging to the glass here. You probably can't see it, but
it really is.
This may be a very rich, the palate may be pretty thick.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting more darkness on this. This was all like brown sugar, maple syrup, and spices.
Yep.
This is more like dark fruit and a little bit of oak, and they're kind of mingling together in a really nice way.
My first sniff of this, it kind of made me think of cardboard. Kind of dry, like drying.
Yeah, it has a dry element to it.
But now I've sniffed it several times, and that's going away, and I'm getting some more sweetness now.
Yeah, let's get it on the palate.
It's still not super bright, but sweet.
Yeah, it's dark, sweet. Let's get it on the palate.
Oh, this is good too. It's different.
Yeah,
this
quite
is
different.
A very like honey taste to me.
Yep, honey sweetness, like that tempered honey sweetness. It's getting that dark fruit to me on the back end. That's just sitting heavy on the back of my tongue. This has a little bit of spice to it as well, but a little bit more in the spicy sense. But it's also kind of, for lack of better words, smooth on the palate.
Yeah, it is.
It's a pretty smooth experience, and the finish is kind of lingering around a lot like Glass 1.
Man,
very interestingly,
these are both good.
Very interestingly, the experience on both of these glasses is very similar. However, the flavor profiles are just totally different.
Yep.
So this might
and
come down...
And the noses are different,
And the noses are different. So this might come down to like a personal preference thing. I don't know. Let's take one more sip.
Okay.
Have we only done one sip on Glass 2? We got to get 2 sips in.
For sure. Man, this is good too. This is more of a I could drink this year round type of flavor profile. Whereas Glass 1, while I love it, is definitely a mood pour, a season pour. It's not a I can drink this whenever pour. So this will be interesting. I'm gonna have a hard time, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna spend a few minutes with these, clear our palates out, start with the second glass and go back to the first. We'll be right back. All right, we spent some time with these. What do you think? Which do you prefer? How they stack up?
So
talk to us.
Okay, let's start out. I like them both. I also think Glass 1 is a little proofier than I originally thought. I'm going to go on record as saying that. So are we doing ratings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, how do they compare? Which do you prefer?
So I prefer Glass 1 only because it's literally Christmas in a bottle.
Yeah.
It's not an all-the-time whiskey that I would drink every month of the year, but I will drink this in December and love it. But Glass 2 was also really good. And I think where I'm at in my whiskey journey is I'm kind of starting to appreciate the bottles that are slightly different because there's so much that tastes the same. While this Glass 2 isn't, quote, the same as everything I've tried, it's very good. But there's a lot of whiskey that also is very good.
Yeah.
I did appreciate the slight honey note in Glass 2, though. It was really nice and pleasant.
So you like both, but you prefer Glass 1 just for the uniqueness.
For the uniqueness of it.
And that was an easy call for you.
And it was an easy call for me, knowing that I'm not even going to drink this all year. I'm only going to drink it like a little bit, but it's still so unique that I can't not have it.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking off camera. To me, I like both of these. It's so hard for me to pick because...
They're different.
They are different. I do think Glass 1 is more unique. I think Glass 2 is like 11 months of the year. I would drink Glass 2 more. But then around Christmas time, I would drink Glass 1 easily. It's the easy winner in the holiday season. The experience, again, after spending some time with both, the experience is very similar. The body, the finish, all that stuff is very comparable between both pours, in my opinion. I like them both. Let's give them some ratings. Where are you at on both of these? Price notwithstanding.
Okay, so honestly, I'm going to give them both a thumbs up each.
Yeah.
I think they're both well crafted. I love the uniqueness of Glass 1, but I think Glass 2 is very well crafted, so it gets a thumbs up as well.
Yeah, I'm thumbs up on both as well. Like we said off camera, Glass 1 was like cinnamon and nutmeg. Like it became even more Christmas spices. Like it just really transported us to a place, and that was a fun experience.
Yeah.
Glass 2 stays on that dark fruit oakiness and is a little less sweet, but still pretty sweet. So
yeah, but still really good.
They're both really good. We're thumbs up on both of these pours. I can't wait to find out the price first, see if that changes our ratings, and then find out what we've been drinking. So let's get into it. In our blind sample pool, glass number 1 is number 12, and glass number 2 is number 11. So glass number 1, 12, price is
$100.
Okay, and the price on glass 2, number 11?
$100.
Okay.
So they're both about the same price.
Does that change your ratings?
No. It does not on either one.
You're staying thumbs up on both?
I know that's a little bit more than I want to spend on whiskey, but I think that you're getting the value for your money. Glass 1 might be hit or miss for some people. Mm-hmm. It's value for me. It might not be value for everybody because it's a very specific flavor profile. But glass 2 is very, very.
I think glass 2 is a little bit more broad application. Glass 1's a little more specific. But if you like that Christmas and you like sweet whiskey, definitely check out glass 1.
What about you? Are you staying the same?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay thumbs up. This one for the uniqueness, not something I'm gonna reach for all the time.
Yeah.
This one for just being a well-crafted whiskey that tastes really good. You really can't go wrong with either one of these. I think I know what these are. I think I know what they are, but I tried not to think about it. But when you told me those numbers, I was like, I think I know what these are. So let's go ahead and get into it. Glass 1 is...
Angel's Envy Rye.
Yep.
What?
So this is a rye finished in rum casks. Caribbean rum casks. So that's where you get all that sweetness, but then you get the spice from the rye. Glass 2.
Okay, hold on.
Hang on.
Okay.
Glass 2, Midwinters.
High West Midwinter Nights Dram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Midwinter Nights Dram.
Yeah.
Do you know what act this one is?
I believe this one is Act 9.
Okay, that's my favorite of the acts.
Yeah, of 7, 8, and
7,
9.
8, and 9. Yeah, I have like 9. Yeah. So the Angel's Envy is 100 proof, which as I drank it more, I thought it was higher because it ramped up as far as...
It has a lot of flavor to it.
And it built on itself. It kind of got warmer. And then the Midwinter Nights Dram is 98.6 proof, so not quite 100.
I mean, it's almost indistinguishable. Yeah. Although I will say of the two, they both drink with a lot of flavor. I think they deliver in flavor above their proof point.
Yep.
But then they have that, like we said, that kind of smooth body to them.
Lighter body.
They don't hit you with a lot of spiciness on the palate, even though they both kind of have Christmas spices, and spices aren't absent of the pores.
I do have a question for you.
Yes.
On the Angel's Envy, the rum cask one, is it a seasonal thing or like a one-time thing, or can it be found anytime?
This is readily available for $100 at almost any store that carries Angel's Envy.
Okay.
Or I mean, this has wide distribution, easy to get a hold of. Midwinters, at the time we put this in our matchups, way back when the channel started, it just now popped up.
Yeah.
This was $100. Now it's up to $150.
Oh.
And it's insanely difficult to find. In our market, it's a lottery item. You can't even walk into a store around allocation season and hope to find it.
Yeah, that's right.
You just gotta hope you get lucky or hope you get it in a raffle or something like that, which is a real bummer because it is a really good pour. I was at $100, I'm a thumbs up, but at 150 where the retail is now, I'm more leaning towards just okay. Although if I had an opportunity to buy one, I'm going to be honest, at 150 I would buy it probably. But it's really pushing the limits of what I'm comfortable spending for what's in this bottle.
Yeah.
Much more than 150, and I'm going to start looking towards something with a little bit more proof, like 4-Gate, like one of their rum finished or port finished or sherry finished ryes. There's just other stuff on the market that I know I prefer more than this.
Gotcha.
And so, this is a very interesting matchup, though. I mean, a couple of finished ryes, totally different finishing.
Totally different flavors.
Yeah. I think what's most surprising about this to me is how well Angel's Envy Rye stacked up to a very lauded product like Midwinter's. Like we said, the experience was the same. Like, this did not come across like some masterfully crafted whiskey, and this was just something that got thrown together.
Right.
Like, this is very well crafted.
They both came across as well crafted whiskeys. Yeah. Different flavors altogether, though. Like, not the same, but good in their lanes.
Absolutely. Hopefully, this was a fun watch for you guys. Hopefully, it was a little informative. That's going to be it for this one.
Hopefully it's around Christmas time when you watch this and you can get yourself some Angel's Envy.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to cap it there, end it. If you like this video and you like the way we do things, give us a like. Go ahead and subscribe because we release these types of videos every Thursday, as well as a whole bunch of other blind tastings here on the channel, trying to give you guys the most honest opinions possible. And tickle our bell if you want to be notified when our live streams are happening once a month. They can change on dates, so that bell will really help you out to know when to tune in.
That's it for this week. Be good to each other, and until next week,
cheers. This is straight up Christmas. This is straight up Christmas. I just smelled it
after Christmas in a bottle.
After starting with glass 2 and then going to this, and I smelled it, And it was like, we talk about the best superpower is teleportation.
Mm-hmm. It's like Christmas teleported into this glass.
Well, no, I was saying this teleported me to the Christmas season.
Yeah.
It was like a weird Harry Potter something or another. Like, I went from platform 9 3/4 and I just stepped right into Christmas.
Yeah.
Because I closed my eyes and I smelled it and I was like, I'm in a kitchen at Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's like a Christmas, like cinnamon, nutmeg.
Yeah. Like, nutmeg.
And then you get your citrus kind of in there. Yeah. You get a little pine. I get a little pine tree. I even get a little red bow, like velvet bow.
This is wild.
Man, they should sell this as Christmas whiskey or something. Christmas in a bottle.
They basically do.
Christmas in a bottle, baby.
Oh, wow.